So we are on day day five of the snowstorm. And you know what? I am embracing this. I am soaking it all in. We've been here stuck at home since Thanksgiving evening on Thursday. It is now Tuesday. Work was canceled for me because of obviously the storm. Sean wasn't able to go to work today neither because the drive is a pretty perilous one. So we are all home here again, and we are just going to move through. Today we are going to be homeschooling a traditional day, and since I'm home, Sean and I are just going to tag team this. He's going to work with Noah, I will work with May, and we are going to get through this. Throughout the Thanksgiving break, I was home, so I just simply worked with the kiddos just to get caught up on a couple of things. We didn't do like full-blown days or anything like that. There were a couple assessments that needed to be completed. We did continue reading every day. That is just something that we do, and especially with my daughter, she really loves doing her reading every single day, and if we don't do it, she asks for it. So we continued that. My son is currently reading Trapped in a Hot Air Balloon, and he is absolutely enjoying that book. He's soaking it all up. We started reading it together, and now he is reading it at an independent level on his own. He reads like 2 or 3 chapters a day, and it has been an intense book. Like, I think he really enjoys the, way that he can relate with the sibling kind of nitpicking at one another, but also like we just made it to the part where we learned what happened to Brooke, and it was just so devastating. So it was a good opportunity to just talk about what we thought about what was going on, and how sometimes in life these things do happen and we lose people that we love. So it's a book that offers a lot of good life lessons, and it opens up the door for conversations to have with the kids just about things that happen in life. They're tough, they're challenging, but they happen. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm making some blueberry muffins, gluten-free blueberry muffins. So I am sharing that recipe with you right now. All right, so to make our gluten-free blueberry muffins, I'm first going to begin with 1 stick of melted butter. This is salted butter, and 1 stick pretty much equivalates to half of a cup. I'm gonna be putting that in there. And then I am going to be adding to that 1 cup of sugar. And we are first going to mix these 2 ingredients together until they are well combined. Now that our sugar and our butter is well combined, to it I'm going to be adding about 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's all I have left. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to be adding 2 large eggs. And some lemon juice. I took out of my lemon juice 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice to a side, just because I am going to be making that glazed with it. So the remaining of that lemon juice, I'm simply going to go ahead and add in there. I'm assuming that's about almost 2 tablespoons. Now that those yummy things have been well incorporated, I'm adding my 1 cup of sour cream. I know that I have mentioned this before, but I am loving baking these type of breads with sour cream just because it adds so much good moisture in there. I absolutely love it. So 1 cup of this sour cream. There is no other liquids that get added in there. We let the sour cream and the butter just do the job. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my remaining 3 ingredients. To this mix, I'm going to be adding 2 cups of gluten-free flour. I personally absolutely love using Bob Mills gluten-free flour. To me, that's the best one that I've tried out there. I'm gonna go ahead and add it in there. Then I'm going to be adding my 1 teaspoon of baking powder and my 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now I'm going to let everything mix in nicely for about a minute or a minute and a half. So after we are done, this is what our mix should be looking like. It's nice and thick, like this. See? It's not too runny, not too thick. It's perfect. It has like the perfect consistency. All right. Now comes the fun part. Now to our mix, I'm going to be incorporating 1 cup of fresh blueberries. I have washed these. If you prefer less blueberries, then just simply use maybe like half a cup, but I like my full cup of blueberries. And using a mixing spatula like this, I'm going to go ahead and just fold it in. I don't want to break apart the blueberries. I just want to gently mix them into the mix. Now that our blueberries are mixed into our batter, it's time to go ahead and get our muffins ready. I am simply going to be using a muffin tin, and I am going to line them up with these little baking cups like this. So I think I have enough to make a few muffins today. I'm gonna put Now I'm simply going to be using a 1/3 cup measuring cup to scoop the batter into my tin. We're going to place these in the oven and we're going to bake them at 375 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes, depending on when they get done and cooked. We'll check them with a little toothpick. All right, guys, let's see how these fellas are doing. Ooh, good. It's looking good. All right, I think those guys are done. So let me go ahead and take them out of here and let them just cool off for a little bit. Come here, muffin guys. They're looking great. Look how beautiful. All right, so for our glaze, I'm not going to do that much today. I'm going to do half a cup of the powdered sugar. I'm going to add to the half a cup of powdered sugar a teaspoon of coconut milk. Whoops! That's too much. Okay. Well, I think that's definitely a teaspoon that went over. Whoops! My bad. And then I need to see where I'm at with this. I'm not gonna use the whole lemon juice because that's a little too much coconut milk I put in there. So I'm just gonna put in about half a teaspoon and then see how that glaze comes out. It's a little bit runnier than what I typically make. Whoops. And I'm not gonna use any more sugar, so it'll be okay. Work it in there. Let me give it a taste. Still good. That's pretty good. Now I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to add the glaze to the muffins. And you can do this with a spatula, you can do this with a spoon, you can do this with a fork. I'm gonna use a spoon. And then I just lined this with parchment paper for easy cleanup if it spills over to the side. So I'm gonna take just a little spoon and just drizzle.
Instead of the drizzle, if you want to, you can just sprinkle some sugar before baking, and that would work as good as well. But my family enjoys the tangy drizzle. Honestly, the best gluten-free muffins ever. They are so moist and so fluffy and so good. Definitely something you need to give a try. Finished doing our social studies, and May right now is drawing her picture of our pastor. Alright, so we are done for the day. We got finished with our homeschooling day today. It honestly took maybe like 2 hours. 2 hours for me, 2 hours for Sean to work with the kiddos. It went really well. I just love seeing how amazing Sean really, the amazing job he does with the kids. It just melts my heart. So he worked with Noah, I worked with May, and we got done with that. Now it's lunchtime. I'm going to be making some quesadillas. Sean is back outside doing some snow blowing. The kids are outside playing as well. I am still in here. I told them I would go outside after we have lunch. So I'm making the quesadillas. Mei wanted a cup of ramen noodle to use her little chopsticks that her grandma brought her back from Japan. Now making quesadilla for me is probably one of the easiest things to make. I simply butter the bottom of the pan, and we love corn tortillas, and that is what I pretty much use all of the time. I've tried doing flour tortillas for the kiddos just because Sean likes the flour tortillas, and they do not like it. So I'm glad that they are fans of the corn tortilla, because hey, it's something that I can eat too. I like to use the Fiesta blend cheese for them, and I just put a nice little handful like this on the top. And I place the other one on the top, and I just let it cook for a couple minutes on each side until it gets like a little golden on one side. I flip it maybe like, I'm gonna say after like 2 minutes. I never really measure the time because I just instinctively do it. So it's been, I'd say about 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. See, I turn it over and you see how nice and crunchy it is on the side right there. Yum, yum, yum. And I just let the other side cook for a little bit. And voila! Super easy lunch to make. That's what is for lunch today. And I'm just embracing all the cozy vibes, guys. I've been wearing hats for the last couple of days just because it's extra warm. I've been wearing sweaters. I got my tights on. So hopefully today we're able to dig out Sean's car outside. It's funny because yesterday I posted some stuff on my Instagram, phase 1 of Project Dig Out Sean's car, and like the different phases. And then we made it to a point where he was just like, yeah, I think we'll finish this tomorrow. So they're out there now. This over here.
It's like a time capsule. This is like 3 days, but we have to see the ground.
Wow.
This is what it looked like. Doesn't stop.
But the car's free! Woohoo!
The car actually looks so tiny now that I got in and out.
Yeah. I want to show you guys what's falling now from the sky. Look at this. Look how giant this is. It's not even snowflakes. They're like mini snowballs. It's wild. It's crazy. Oh, don't fall. Don't slip and fall. That's slippery there. Snow soccer.